Hey, this is Tracey from GiftBasketAppeal, and Bill is here with me. We're just testing something out. Trying to get this to play on my TV, just to kind of see if it's working. So this is just a test. We're just here, but happy Saturday to all of you. Just wanted to see how y'all are doing. Um, yeah, so we're trying to test some new equipment out to see if we actually need it, and if we don't need it, I'm taking it back. Still have my receipt. Okay.
Why can't I see it?
Hey, Angela, how are you? So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out on a Saturday with my daughter, my oldest daughter, Chelsea. Susan Stewart, you wondering if it works? We don't even know yet.
I can't seem to.
We're still trying to have it work. Let's see.
I can't get to the thing. Something that says
Bill, say hi
live.
to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Let's see if we can. They're actually talking to you now.
Hello. Right there, this seems to stay like it
Let's
used
see.
to.
Hmm. Well, it doesn't look like whatever is supposed to happen is happening.
No, hold on. Where is?
Just want me to go to my channel? Sorry, y'all, if we're not paying attention. Hope y'all are having a crafty day. Hope y'all are having a wonderful crafty day. Yeah, so of course I got this flat screen in my craft room, right? And so now I'm trying to learn how to get my chats on the screen so I can really see y'all chat when we go live. And so that's what we're trying to do right now. So yeah, it's fancy TV, but don't know how to do.
We're gonna make it work.
Look, I'm old school, y'all. Thanks. Oh, these are the cards we made last night during the live. I was just having a visual here so we can kind of see how everything works. But yeah, these are actually I sent a few off already. These are so fun to make though. I hope y'all were inspired if you tuned in last night to our live. It's on rest right now. Do I need to kind of wake it up? Oh, there you go, babe. Bill, look at it.
Right.
So it's working. Eileen Thurling is on here. So I no longer have to have a little tiny screen to read, y'all. It looks like it's a go.
Let me see. Let me test it out some more.
Bill is testing it out right now. Tasha L.
Let's see.
Tasha L. Go ahead and I'll have to check on your stuff. Go ahead and if you can send me a note to admin@mindlesscrafting.com, I will check it out and get back to you. That way I can look at the work. I can go ahead and look at it. Tasha, just email me at admin@mindlesscrafting.com.
I'm typing it in now.
And I will go ahead and look into your account and see what's
Randy.
going on.
Mumblyberg. Hi, everyone. I think I'm doing something. You see it, Trace?
Oh, yeah, you're doing something, babe. There you go.
See, this way Tracy can look up at the screen.
Angela Thompson said that YouTube keeps kicking her off.
Angela, we're going to have to put YouTube on punishment.
Someone else had the same problem.
Patricia Castillo says, I finally caught your live show again. You know what? We're about to come off.
Yeah, we're just here.
Oh, Nashima Phillips just released from the hospital last night.
Oh.
I hope you're doing okay, Nashima.
Really wasn't up to anything today? Oh. So sorry. You're not feeling good. These cards. Oh, yeah, we did the Vintage Couture. Says hello from Texas. The cards are awesome. Thank you. We did these last night during a live. So if you haven't seen it, we had fun last night, didn't we, babe?
Yes.
We had a lot of fun last night during the live doing these cards. These were just this kind of mindless crafting.
Oh, D. Fullen says, Bill, you got my honey wanting to craft too.
Look. Oh, nice.
Tell him I apologize.
Nice. Mumblybird got the notification.
Mimi B is here.
Nice.
We're trying to test out. This is almost turning into a live. Hold on, we have to get off because we have to do something real quick.
Well, look. we're supposed to be testing this out.
What?
too.
Show the people what we're supposed to be doing.
Look, we're supposed
Not
to be-
today though. Not right now, but show them this.
So Bill would say, "Look, see, this is supposed to be a test only, and we turn it into." Ah, y'all are funny. This is just a test, right? We're supposed to be trying these sprays out that I got from Tuesday morning the other day, and see how they work. These little sprays right here. So let's see. Krista Cobb, so happy you got the TV working. Yes. Oh my goodness, and it's super fabulous. I'm really loving the way this TV looks. Yeah, Bill and I have been running around today.
See the beauty of
I
this.
hope y'all just been kind of taking your time and just not doing too much.
Tracey
Just
can.
kind of relaxing.
What are the sprays for? That's a very good question, D.
Well, we're gonna find out at some point because we don't know either.
But we're gonna know very soon. Very soon.
So y'all can see the sprays, huh? I think there's a little delay in the TV.
Hello, Mimi B. She says just saying hello.
Nishima Phillips said, thank you. Second time in a month. She said, I was watching you all in February when I was admitted. Hopefully it wasn't because of us that you were admitted.
Exactly.
Okay?
It's your fault, Tracy.
Hopefully.
Nashima, our last name is Phillips too. I think it's Tracy's fault. She did it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay. You notice, Bill? Look. So I have these sitting here, but the TV is not showing. So there's a little bit of a delay in the recording there.
But there's not a delay in the
So I can see
in the words.
Nice big words here. Yeah, so Bill got me this TV.
Hold up, is it casting it? Because I should be able to see this.
I don't know. See, we're talking amongst ourselves, y'all. Don't mind us. Hey, Randy.
Okay, hold up. Here's the thing. They see this. Oh, wait, let me try one thing. I'm gonna go.
These are like Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist.
Let me try this.
And add a fine glimmer. I don't know. We're going to try this on paper or something. Me and Bill going to have fun with these. We don't know what we're doing, but we're going to have fun. And we'll get tips from all of y'all. Oh, so they went off the screen again.
I just did something. On purpose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my tech guy is here who happens to be my husband, right? Bill.
That's why we don't see anything.
That's why there's no screen up there right now. Yeah, these are, look at all the pretty colors. So we're going to, at some point, not today. I said, Bill, when he said, let's go on, this is only a test. You know, so here's something else I'm working on. These little flaps that came off of one of the packaging boxes. You see these right here? I need to do something with these. I'm going to cover these with something at some point. To me, they remind me of flower pots. Don't they? I can kind of shape them up just a little bit.
Okay.
Mumblyberg, you see everything in real time. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, they can see everything.
Yes, I'm going to do something with these.
Why do we not see anything?
They look like flower pots, don't they, Sherry? So I think I should do something with these, right? Maybe I'll come on live and do something with these. I think they'll be fun. I couldn't bring myself to get, you know, these are the flaps that are on like the boxes. I couldn't bring myself to throw these away.
Where's your control at?
So that's what I see. So everything is a shape, y'all. Like I said, Bill is over here pushing me out the way to get to the remote so he can. Oh.
What do you see? No, I don't see. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Look, I'm old school, y'all.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, so you got it.
Wait,
Okay.
let me try something else. Hold on. Let me try this.
Oh, that's the beginning of the stream. Yeah, so let me interact with y'all while we're here. Thanks for hanging out with us on this test.
While
We're
we
just
figure this
testing
out.
for those of y'all who are just coming on right now. How are you putting it on the TV? Are you using something like a Roku stick? The
about
TV
now?
is a smart TV, so it has a built-in Roku. Oh, there we go. You got
Okay,
it,
I
eh?
see what to do now.
You see what to
do
do?
something with your hand. Let me see what happens. Okay, now come
I'm
out.
waving.
Bring your
it.
hands out now.
Okay, I'm bringing our hands out. There you go.
Okay,
Slight
right.
delay.
Okay, it's just a slight lag.
Okay.
I got it working now. So basically, what I have to do is I have to go cast it on your TV.
Okay, so you got it now. These look, when they said it was a smart TV, I'm like,
It's smarter than us. Is the problem, okay? It's too smart.
ah, oh my goodness, y'all are too funny. Hey, Stella White, how are you? Yeah, so I have a smart TV.
Hey,
Would I
you
use
have to understand.
the gesso for the flaps first to get the paint to stick? I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna do it.
Hey, I'm from the generation where you used to have to hold up
antenna?
clothes hangers as antennas.
Right. We only had 3 channels on the TV. Now they got smart
Right.
TV, streaming, Roku Live, Roku Dead. They
Actually, we had 3 channels:
They got
ABC,
everything.
NBC, and CBS.
Right, and do you remember at 12, that little thing a round circle used to come on, like, and then there was no TV at all?
Da, 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 da,
Yeah, that thing.
Do you know where your child is at 10:30? Okay, because if they're not in this house.
Replace Bill with the smart TV, huh?
Does your child know that the street lights are on and they're about to get destroyed if they're not here inside the house?
Right, that was like, and you had to actually go to the TV and turn the channel.
They're about to get beaten
Now,
to death.
Look, the remote could be laying like right across the room and you still won't even go over.
Well, my mother, she didn't wait for the people to tell them. Her thing was the street lights.
Look, Bill,
if you were not home by the street
someone's
lights,
Rolfing, babe. Susan Stewart said Rolfing.
I didn't care. I was in high school. I had to be home by street lights. You believe that one, okay?
Yeah, that's funny.
Street lights.
Yeah. Oh, so did y'all see? Look, if you didn't tune in last night, you need to go back and watch that live stream. I did the corner flower.
Exactly.
I did the corner flower on here. Look, and I put it right here. I added the dimension to it and put it there. So that's just a whole nother thing. I'm thinking of making something where I do it all 4 corners, or I think it's just so cute. Anyway, this was just a test.
Oh, the Mommy Bird says, has the bear been named yet? She thought of Billy Bear.
People said Billy Bear. Someone said
Susan Stewart. She said she hated getting up to change the channel. Marsha Freeman says, greetings from Timmins, Tennessee. The first time she's participating in a live chat. Have been watching for several months. Love your channel, Tracy. Enjoy Bill and the girls joining in. Purchase all of your stamp sets.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we did a mail run this morning. We've been out and about. We've done a couple of things. So this has been a pretty busy day, and now my daughter's here.
Exactly, Krista Cobb, and watching the ghost channels.
So let me show you what Bill picked up. He said, "Oh, you have to get this, Tracy. You at Walmart."
I sure said it.
He said, "Tracy, you got to get this Google Chromecast."
And the TV already has it in it.
And so,
they should have
when we showed this to my daughter, Chelsea, she was like, "Isn't this TV a smart TV?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "You don't need." I have no idea about Chromecast, whatever.
And I thought I was being all technological. Look
so Bill got this for like, I'm keeping the receipt and it's going back. Okay, that might be on our agenda to do today.
I was gonna get the one that really costs money. Tracy made me get this one. I was almost upset. Why we gotta get the baby one?
So my daughter was like, "You have a smart TV. You don't need this." So Bill was like, "Well, show me." So she came right upstairs.
I just knew she wasn't gonna be
got her phone, started doing all this stuff, and next thing I know, hooked up the TV to the phone, and I'm like, "This is far." That's why I had to do a test run through, because I want to make sure if I have to do my live streams old school, I'll do them old school, which is just basically doing it from my phone.
Mommy Berg says, "How old are we if we can remember getting up to change channel in rabbit ears?"
Look, I remember that. Look, the aluminum foil on the end of the hanger. What y'all know about that?
Hold up. Randy Esposito says, "Oh my G, I remember that. That was at 10 p.m. My parents said we had to be home when the first street light came on. If not, the door was locked." Hold up. No, it was beyond the door was locked. We would hope we would live through the ordeal. Okay.
Exactly. You better be home before them street lights come on.
That's all they knew. They didn't want to hear nothing. There was nothing you could say.
Pat Jones said we were not allowed to turn on the TV. Only our parents were allowed to turn it on. What? Could you
Why do
imagine?
If you're not home by such and such by the streetlights, I'm gonna kill you. What could happen if I stay on after the streetlights, Mom? You could get killed. Well, isn't that the same thing you're gonna do? Please.
Y'all are funny. Yeah, so I'm just trying. I'm still trying to figure this out. Okay.
You know,
All
Pat,
I know is that to turn it on.
Pat Jones.
There we go.
Pat, back when my great grandmother was there, this was the rule. We couldn't even touch the TV. We watched whatever she wanted to watch, and we would sit down in a chair. We better not even look like we wanted to get up, and they gave us permission. I felt like I was pledging
Look at Krista Cobb's comment.
That UFO dial under the main channel was priceless. Exactly. I
said UFO.
What did I say? UFO? Whatever the thing was called. The UFO.
It's a UFO now.
The UFO dial. You know what we're talking about.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, at least you got 3 channels. We got 1, channel 25. I thought I was doing something.
You thought you was doing something.
And you could hardly see them. They were all clouded up. But did we care? No, we didn't.
Oh, Melinda says she's sorry to be late. She's from California. Look, you're not late to anything. We just tested this live stream out and just happen to be chatting with y'all.
Our test as long as the average person streams. Okay?
We can go on forever and ever, can't we?
We're not gonna go do it.
I know, Kristen, UFO, right? Yes.
Krista Kyle says PBS is on the UHF.
Look, y'all.
That's probably why they watch
it. Y'all did not see the stream last night, we had shows that we were going over,
Jennifer
talking
Real.
about movies and all kind of stuff. Hey, Jennifer's in the craft room today.
Randy Esposito's right. UHF. And you know what? You're right. It never did hardly anything. We had 1 channel that was real cloudy. You could hardly see it.
Go up there and stand and hold the antenna so I can watch my best.
And all the best stuff came on UHF. Bruce Lee, all kind of stuff. Kato, what's it called? Green Hornet.
Green Hornet.
Batman. You couldn't even get that on the normal channel.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, we watched Sesame Street and Jack LaLanne. You remember Jack LaLanne, the exercise thing?
I remember that clown.
Bill, stop.
He wasn't even muscled out. He wasn't built. That guy was not built, okay? Arnold Schwarzenegger is built, okay? Guys like that. The Terminator. You look like that, get on TV, okay?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look, Susan. Look, she said the tinfoil. Tinfoil.
So who said that?
Tinfoil work.
Who said that?
Susan said.
Susan, how? I know you're an asshole you are.
She meant tin.
Susan. You remember tinfoil.
She said tinfoil, but she said tinfoil. I'm like,
tinfoil.
Tinfoil.
That's a guy. They got the guy from down the street named Tim. Tim, come down here.
Oh, yes, Pat Jones, the guiding light. Oh, my goodness. That
what was the other one with Luke and Laura? Whatever that was called.
Hospital, but the guiding light, my mother used to watch that.
Angela Thompson.
Oh, you're so sweet.
She says, I have an autoimmune disease and I don't have an income right now. But Bill and Tracey, you can bet when I do, I'll buy everything in your store.
Oh, my goodness. Angela, you're so sweet.
Actually, our daughter has
y'all make me want to cry, okay? Just a outpouring of love and support. That's why I knew we can come on and test and chat with y'all a bit. Look, General Hospital. How come we changed the student center around when Luke and Laura got married? We decorated the student center to look like a reception hall.
Hold up. Let me tell y'all something.
We celebrated, okay? It was just...
Hold up.
Yeah.
I can remember when I was in college. I was at Michigan State, right? And me and a couple other guys, we would come down and all the girls would be there watching General Hospital. And we would crack on them. What are you watching? This is crap. Ha ha. Just really egging them on.
Uh-huh.
And that's right about the time Luke and Laura were on there, right?
Bet y'all
after about a couple of weeks, we were all there. What did Luke do now? Well, Laura's still there?
Uh-huh.
What's going on? I got hooked.
Yes, General Hospital.
I was like,
oh my goodness, and Dynasty.
Oh my God,
please.
Dynasty.
We were in the I lived on the campus at Rutgers University.
I love JR.
We gathered in the student center so everyone could watch Dynasty.
He was so evil. I just loved him.
Who?
The dude on Dynasty.
Which one?
The guy from I Dream of Jeannie.
Huh?
The I Dream of Jeannie dude. He was on the.
Was he on Dynasty?
Yeah, he was the main man.
I remember him
for
on
Dynasty. Remember how evil he was? I don't know what his name
J.R.
was.
Ewing.
J.R.
Is that the same show?
Yes, he was I Dream of Jeannie.
I know he was.
He was
that
Master.
Was Larry Hagman you're talking about.
No, that was Master. That was Master.
Huh?
Remember Jeannie? His name was Master.
Right, but I'm talking the actor's name was Larry Hagman.
Well, whatever his name, he was Master to me, okay?
But he wasn't. That was Dallas. Right, Vivian? That was Dallas.
No. Well, what is Dynasty then?
Dallas Dynasty was with what's her name? Devereaux. What is the name? Y'all help me.
Oh, no. No, y'all got the wrong show now.
No, you're thinking about Dallas. For what's his name?
You talking about with Devereaux. You talking about when
you're talking about Alexis.
Alexis Carrington.
Yeah, Alexis Carrington.
No, that was Dallas then. That was
no, that was Dynasty, baby.
Dominique Devereaux.
The only common thing they have is that they start with a D.
Hold up, Dominique Devereaux, right?
I think.
That was on the one with JR. Cause remember she came on
Morgan
there.
Fairchild played on
Something.
Look. Sharon Wilson said, "Who shot JR parties?" I know, right? Mimi B, me too.
Hey. Cajun Sunshine says, "What are we testing?" Well, we weren't testing. And then we started. Next thing we know,
I'm gonna have to change the title to testing and chit chat.
Vivian Kirkman is not kidding. I mean, she said we stood in grocery store lines talking about who shot JR. People were standing around talking about this. Like, you remember when the trade centers were bombed? I promise you, we were standing around talking about Dallas like that. All the people, that's all we talk about.
Right, you would think that they were talking about a real life event, like a show that was so moving. That's true.
But it was moving for us.
We're going way back.
You got the wrong show, Tracy. You got the wrong show. Dominique Devereaux, whatever her name was.
Devereaux.
Yes, she was on the one with JR.
Dynasty.
With the one with JR.
No, babe.
Yes, she was.
Look, Dynasty was with, look what Lisa Christian. Dynasty was with Joan Collins and John Forsythe.
Hold up.
Right.
Wait a minute, but Dominique Devereaux was on one with JR. I remember that. You know how I remember?
Well, no, Dominique had a fight with
Yes, right. Tawanda Davis Teller, Dallas, and Dominique Devereaux. They were on Dallas because when Dominique Devereaux first came through the air, what do you call it? The airport. She had all these. So I remember she went to a party, right? She was so classy. She went to a party. And said, this is Dominique Devereaux. Oh, I've heard so much about you. It's such a pleasure meeting you. Dominique goes, I'm sure the pleasure's all yours.
Look, they said Google it, Bill. They were like, Bill, you're wrong.
She's right on this one.
Robin says you're wrong.
Look, me and Tawanda know what we're talking about, okay?
No, Tracy is right. Dominique was not on Dallas.
Listen,
Brenda.
I'm looking her up right now.
Why are he doing this?
Y'all messing me and Tawanda know what we're talking about. Me and Tawanda got it happening, okay?
I mean, maybe she did appear on Dallas. I don't know. I didn't watch Dallas as much. I watched whatever the other show was. See, I done forgot already. Okay.
Well, it's one of them, okay? Yes, right, because Diane Carroll was her.
Diane Carroll played her. That's
right.
Right.
On Dallas with JR.
Do you remember the big fight between
Hold on, how about
Diane
the one with
Carroll,
Vicky when she became possessed?
Huh?
Vicky, somebody in one of those
you
soap
talking
operas.
about? Look, you talking about?
She was somehow she had another. She had about 17 personalities or something going on.
Look, Cajun Sunshine said she said I was still in diapers. You youngin', okay?
Okay, Tawanda. If Tawanda Davis says it's Dynasty, then I believe
Brenda
her.
Hightower says Dynasty. No, it was Dynasty. Look, Cajun Sunshine, Pat, we sorry you can't get in on this, you know?
You know what, MASH? I couldn't stand MASH. I ain't gonna lie.
I had a hard time with MASH.
I just didn't like it. Probably because it was so militarized back then. You only had
in the military?
Not then, I wasn't. They only had 3 channels, and I was like, my God, I got to watch MASH to wait to get to the next thing.
Did you have MASH parties? People have MASH parties?
See, Krista Cobb, she didn't like MASH either. Exactly.
What's that game show?
It took me about 10 years to start liking Cheers.
What is that game show that I used to like?
Because I was look, Cajun Sunshine loved MASH.
Oh, Alan Alda was on MASH. Oh, Cheers. Cheers. Everybody, look, I'm not gonna mess up this song, but there's certain shows that you just know the song by heart.
Well, go where everyone knows your name. If you're bad enough, I can tell you a place you can go. But they know your name.
Cheers, yes.
Right. Hope
Oh my goodness, y'all are too funny. Randy Esposito said she hated Cheers. I mean, you just gotta find whatever that show is that you really like.
It was definitely what, you know what, I didn't really like Cheers.
Taxi.
I can be perfect.
Wait a minute, Taxi.
Why can't I get on, Tracy? Oh, because I'm on caps.
Because you're putting in my password using caps.
You did something to the
I
password.
change the password on there. That's what I need.
No wonder I can't get on.
That's what I need to do. Okay. So yeah, we came on to just test this out. Oh, you know what? But look, and then I'm gonna talk about this. My favorite game show, The Price is Right. I don't even know if it's still on. I think it is. The Price is Right.
Well.
Okay,
All right, Cajun. Hey, don't mess with things.
What was not to like about most of these shows? Best decade in television.
Cajun Sunshine, she's getting controversial here. You know what? Regardless of how people felt about the OJ trial, that was the beginning of reality TV.
It
was.
sure was, yeah.
After that, everything became reality.
My goodness. Oh, Frasier. I liked Frasier.
I couldn't stand Frasier.
I didn't watch it all the time. Bill, what is wrong? Oh, $100,000 Pyramid. Yes.
I couldn't stand $100,000 Pyramid.
The Gong Show.
I love the Gong Show.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, I love the Gong Show. They had
this dude on there named Sam. Something. This white guy. This guy can sing. Oh, my God. What's his name? Sam something. He always show up in a suit with tennis shoes. This guy could sing, buddy.
What show was Kramer on? Kramer?
He was on the little comedian show. That's when they paid him $1 million an episode. Who has 200 Porsches. You know the guy, little comedian.
You said the little comedian.
Yes.
You talking about
Yes, him.
Look, have y'all watched Lost in Space as an adult?
I love it. Yes, Seinfeld.
I have not watched Lost in Space. Oh my goodness, I
couldn't stand the doggone professor, whatever his name was.
What was his name? The professor and the little boy. He was so cute.
You know what? Can y'all remember watching?
I have not watched it as an adult though yet. I know it must be so funny to watch Lost in Space.
Hold up, here's a real one. What's that one? The space one. Where the spaceship will come on and just be out of
Star Trek.
Star Trek used to look so real back then.
Oh my goodness, that was my show.
And then I saw when all the new Star Treks came on, right?
I couldn't get into the new ones. I like the old ones.
The technology was so incredible, and I went back and watched the old Star Trek. It looked so phony.
I loved Star Trek.
I couldn't even watch it anymore.
We watched it all the time. I mean, it was just...
Teresa Irvin is right. The Jetsons. That's my show, The Jetsons.
Yeah. Because you'd be like, man, this is really high technology.
We have that now.
You put your food in the whatever the thing was. I don't even know if they called it a microwave then, but then the food just heats up or cooks real quick.
Hold on, we're doing that now. Microwaves. Oh, with the watches that people wear on their wrists, those smart watches. Right. That's the Jetsons watch.
Susan Stewart, you love Star Trek. Look, I could recite
I
that
love Star
beginning,
Trek too.
the Twilight Zone.
Ooh, the Outer Limits and the Twilight Zone. Those were the shows right there.
Oh, June Whitman. You in love with Captain Kirk? Listen, I had such a crush on Captain Kirk.
I'm with Susan Stewart, the Jetsons. Okay? Gilligan's Island, they made me so pissed off.
Oh my goodness.
I would have killed Gilligan. I would have drowned Gilligan. Gilligan would have, I would have been called. The title had to change the name of the show, okay?
Like, could they not build a...
Can y'all please get Gilligan off the island so y'all can get saved,
get
okay?
Gilligan off the island. It seemed like there was so many times that you can, like, get off that island.
It's Gilligan's fault. And then he had those fine women, Ginger and the other one.
Ginger and Marianne.
Ooh, and they messed it around. Hold on, how about that? I'm going to tell you what really messed me up. Remember the one that I Dream of Jeannie? And Jeannie loved the master. And master acted like she was just somebody like walking down the street. Every guy
He
knows.
would not wish.
That'd have been my girlfriend back then. I'd have been, look, I got Jeannie now. Y'all,
Oh,
other
yes,
ones.
the Love Boat. Oh, my goodness. Yes.
The Love Boat was
Love
cool.
Boat. I love that. The Love Boat.
The Love Boat was good.
Love, exciting and new.
No one knew all that, Tracy. The only thing people know is the Love Boat. Something is something for everyone. The Love Boat. That's all we knew. We didn't know nothing else.
Yes, Randy Esposito. Barbara Eden was absolutely gorgeous. Let's see.
Senator was over here groaning like, y'all please.
I know. Senator's over in the corner groaning like, would y'all be quiet?
Fantasy Island.
Oh, yes. Welcome to Fantasy
Susan
Island.
Stewart spit her coffee out. You did it, Tracy.
Huh?
I hope that coffee wasn't hot.
Boss, the plane.
They're playing. They're playing. I done get off the island. I'm talking that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He know the plane was going to come. That's the only way to get to the island was if the plane comes. He's like, boss, the plane. And the boss is standing right next to What was the boss's name? He was so cool. He was so cool, the boss.
What boss?
What was his name?
Who? On what show?
On Fantasy Island. Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Susan Stewart said I did it with my singing.
What was his name? Oh, Marcus Welby.
I used to like Marcus Welby too.
I remember that.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I remember
Oh,
that.
I'm gonna tell you my show. What's the guy's name? He used to wear the same suit, green, blue and white striped suit. He was a detective with the white hair. He was a private investigator. What was that guy's name?
What was his name? Oh, Ricardo Montalban.
Montalban.
I don't know how to, but he was just so cool, okay? And he would wear that white suit.
What is the one? Was it Matlock?
Look, they said, Bill, you have a great voice.
Well, thank you. What was the one? Ooh, I love Lucille Ball too. Matlock.
Oh, my goodness. Yes.
That was the one, Michelle. I love Matlock.
Matlock.
The guy.
Perry Mason.
Hold up. My other one was Columbo. I like Columbo because he was so
you
grungy.
like a lot of the crime stuff,
he looked
though.
so dumb and like he could. There's no way this
people
idiot
thought
could figure
he
it
was.
out.
People thought he was.
And then at the end of the show, he became like a genius.
Stop.
somehow.
Magnum P.I. Magnum P.I. What is his name? Magnum P.I.
Michelle's going
He
deep.
was my
Defenders of
other
the Earth.
crush.
Columbo, that's the one.
Bill doesn't know this, but Magnum P.I. was my other crush.
You love him?
Yes. What is his name?
Man.
What was his name?
I thought I was trying to step up. I'm like,
I had a crush on him.
I mean, step down. I don't know what I am. If that was your crush, okay?
Tom Selleck. Yes. Tom Selleck. See? Tom Selleck.
Yeah, but Lucille
Wait a minute,
Ball.
Lucille Ball in the Chocolate Factory show. Yeah.
Hold up. Let me tell you something. I love Lucille Ball.
Wasn't that the funniest?
Lucy,
you know
here's
what?
the
She
thing.
was like glamorous.
Let me tell you something.
knew
People
that
looked at her,
Lucy
right.
Was so glamorous.
People looked at Lucy like she was something comical to look
Because
at. She was so fine.
If you ever saw her in some, have you ever seen her in some of
I
her
have.
movies?
I was like, oh my God,
Like
she's
the older
beautiful.
movies? She's absolutely gorgeous.
I'm going to tell you someone else
Okay,
who was
Tasha.
cute. You remember the girl,
I'll check on that, Tasha.
what was the lady's
Great,
name,
thanks.
Tracy? She had a show. Remember the guy on it was named Tim Kaine. She was Tim. What was it? It was a female comedian. And she,
From where?
She had her own show. She was so
Around
funny.
what time? Around what?
Back
what
in the day.
70s, 80s, 90s?
About the 70s. What is her name? It wasn't Lucy. It was somebody after that.
Oh, Tom Selleck is at his best in Blue Bloods. You know what? I think I have watched that before.
Carol Burnett. That's it. I love.
Carol
Oh my
Burnett.
God, I
Oh,
love
my
Carol Burnett
goodness.
so much.
Talk about a
Carol Burnett was,
funny woman.
and she was so cute.
And do you know her beginnings were so like, she had to overcome a lot of things. Yes, if you look at her stuff.
Said, she was.
But when Tim Conway and yes, Marsha, Tim Conway and was it Harvey Korman?
I don't know. What did they do?
When they were just so funny together.
They were.
And they would like they were like, you know how they look at you can tell they want to bust out in laughter. Their comedy was so natural. I mean, they had me laughing.
A lot of that stuff was ad-libbing off the cuff.
And that's like the best kind of stuff is the ad-libbing. You know, like unrehearsed. I think is
Randy
is
Esposito
nice.
says Harvey Korman.
Yeah, Harvey Korman. Yep. That was.
I love
his
Carol
stuff.
Burnett.
I could write.
Adam 12. You going back? That made me big.
Yeah, Adam 12 was good. Look, so we must be all in the same age group, okay?
That's kind of frightening, huh?
The 50s and above, except for Pat, right?
What is Pat in? Pat's a
Cajun
youngster.
Sunshine, she's a little youngster.
Cajun Sunshine's a youngster. Thanks for hanging around us, Cajun.
Oh, Three is Company, yes.
Oh,
I used to watch that all the
Three's
time.
Company used to irritate me. He
What's
had those cute women living in the same house. Every guy that I know. It's like, oh my God,
What's
look at these cute women.
What is the guy who lived downstairs? He was mean, the mean landlord guy who would come upstairs. And Jack was just funny as it is, you know. Susan Stewart, love you all. We love you too, Susan.
Mr. Roper.
Mr. Roper, oh
man,
my
Randy
goodness.
Esposito.
He was so mean,
Ooh.
okay? Mr. Furley.
The Addams Family.
Oh my goodness, y'all are too funny.
Remember the Addams Family?
I remember the Addams Family.
Addams Family. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da.
When she would cut the roses off the top of the she would throw the roses away and just keep the stem.
I tell you what, when I saw that little, you know, here's my thing. As a guy, like a little girl, if I was in school with a little girl, I'd have been, oh, she's so cute. I sure likes me some her. The first time I went to the house, opened the door, I saw her dad. I was like, too bad I can't date her. Any of the family. I'd be like, hey, baby, I got to go. Okay, your family. I'd never even walk through the door. Okay, I saw the hand come up. That'd have been it. Up, the hand coming out of boxes and carrying on. No, I can't hang around this house. Okay,
oh
I'm
my
out.
goodness, that's too funny. Well, this was fun.
Anyway, this was the test. How long was this test?
This is a 50-minute test.
Wait a minute, y'all. This test is 24 minutes long, I think. Let me refresh the page. I may surprise myself.
Dark Shadows.
Ooh, Tom Collins.
She said her mom, June says her mom has that on VHS. Yeah, we are definitely showing our age, Sharon. This was a fun test. This is probably the funnest and longest test ever.
Big Valley.
Big Valley. What was the one with
oh my God.
Bonanza?
Ooh,
oh my goodness.
Bonanza. That was the one right there too. I like that one.
Robin says, yes, we're old. Oh.
We must be old. You can remember them because you only had 3 channels. 3 channels worth of stuff. That's it.
Randy says Doctor Who.
I remember him.
Doctor Who.
We only had 3 channels. Gunsmoke. Oh, how about this one? Remember the one, the gunman?
Charlie's Angels, yes.
The Rifleman. Remember the Rifleman?
Oh, I remember that.
The Rifleman. My grandmother made us watch that.
What was his name? What was the name of... I can't remember.
That was it called, The Rifleman.
No, but the guy's name, is that the one?
That was his name. His name was The Rifleman.
Yeah, but what was his
name? That's what I called him. His name was The Rifleman.
Dr. Ben Casey.
Bertha is just going to another place
Y'all
now.
are just killing me with this.
Chuck Connors.
Oh, what?
That's his name, Chuck Connors.
What's the
His name was Chuck Connors.
Oh, Chuck Connors. Okay, that's right. That's
the
right.
Rifleman. Everybody, y'all
what's
break.
the thing of Eddie's father? The such and such of Eddie.
Ooh, Rawhide.
You remember the such and such of Eddie's father? What was the name of that show?
Room 222.
No.
Hi, Mrs. So-and-so's mama.
Something of Eddie's
Well, Mr.
father.
French.
I think that was.
It had Mr. French with the big beard. And Buffy.
Right. No,
yes, Mr. French, Buffy.
No, the courtship of Eddie's father.
That's what it was. That's the name of it. And it had Diane Carroll on it, something.
Courtship of Eddie's father. That's right.
That's what it was.
Family Affair, Bill, is the one you're talking about.
No, I'm going to tell you mine.
With Buffy and Jody.
Wait. Let's get real now.
Look, My Three Sons.
Hold on. Here was the one. What's the kid's name, Tracy? Who has Parkinson's now? Michael J. Fox.
Oh
my
goodness,
God, I love
yes.
Michael J. Fox. Might have been my favorite guy back then. I love that guy. He was so funny naturally.
I see you're banging on the table. It must be really good. Okay. No, Bill, it was Family Affair. I know he's just meshing all the shows together.
Look,
Come up with his own series.
Time Machine.
Robin Williams, and Mindy. What was that?
8 is enough.
Wait, what is the one with the Fonz? I can't believe I can't remember that one.
Oh, good times. Happy Days.
Morgan
One of them.
Mindy. Happy Days. Yeah. Happy Days, and what was the other one with
Good
Shirley
Times.
and Laverne?
Okay.
Oh, that was what it's called, right? Shirley and Laverne.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
Right. Oh my goodness. Morgan Mindy, Happy Days.
I remember Happy Days and Good Times came on at the same time, and we'd be like, man, I want to watch both of them. We didn't have recorders back then.
Look, next time y'all see us put "This is just a test" in the title,
You know to ignore
y'all
us.
probably gonna be like,
Girl, they ain't testing nothing. You know how they do.
Oh my goodness. You liked all the doctor shows. I did too. I liked all the doctor shows. What else?
Anita Hosking, thank you, from Philadelphia. She loves all of the videos, and thank you for all that you do.
Oh,
The Land of the Lost. I like that one too,
The
Belinda.
Land of the Lost.
I remember that. Emergency.
For some reason, I kind of remember Emergency.
I kind of remember that
There
too.
was a lot of shows out. My goodness.
Right, Marcus Welby was good too.
Tasha. Look, Tasha's like, look.
Tasha's like, look, let's cut to the chase. Y'all climbing around, talking about all this stuff. All I want is to know.
Do you have any card
Do you
stock?
have any card stock? Let me
And
find
stock
her.
now? We haven't checked the store. I know
It
we had sold out
an hour
like,
ago.
in one night. Like from yesterday when I put stuff in the store to today, some of them have already sold out, but there are still a few available. There are still some.
Look, Ed says, I saw that this was a test, but clicked on it because there were 65 people watching the test.
Well, look, we just. Hey, y'all, look. Now, Bill and I are trying to come up with a day that we're going to do, we'll be scheduling a live, like, on 2 days out of the week, possibly. We'll possibly.
Lassie. Ooh, I got one for you.
Possibly thinking, Bill, I'm trying to get
Oh,
serious.
sorry. Flipper.
Lassie was a good show. Oh, yes, Flipper. So I was trying to talk about live, what we were talking about this morning.
Oh, yeah,
About
yeah,
which
yeah,
days we
yeah,
wanna
yeah, go ahead. I'm
possibly go
sorry.
live.
Go ahead.
Well, you go ahead now.
No, Flipper. When I heard Flipper, buddy. Okay, Flipper was my show, buddy. Flipper? What you talking about?
Oh, you were named after June Lockhart? June Lockhart was so cute.
As long as you weren't named after Flipper, okay? Be happy. Be very happy.
Oh, my goodness. What's the man that lived up in the mountains with the bear and stuff?
I hope no one. Tracey, do you have any car stock, or did everyone already buy it out?
No. I think that this card stock's still in the store. There's still card stock in the store.
Let me look real quick. Now that you mentioned it.
I believe it is. Grizzly Adams, yes!
Grizzly needed to get a life, okay? I didn't like no Grizzly Adams.
Cajun, I'm so glad, Cajun son Pat, I'm so glad we could crack you up.
Grizzly
So
Adams
if
used
we
to make me
made
mad.
if we made somebody smile today,
Man.
then that's a good thing.
Okay, we have...
Let's see. So we still have we're looking at the card stock now. We still have that Dots and Stripes is still in stock.
And we have the soft prints.
Let me see if I can find. Okay,
Man.
so let's answer Tasha's question right now. So this is still in stock, but this seems to be the one that's selling pretty quickly.
The Dots and Stripes right there.
That Dots and Stripes. This is the cover. This is what it looks like on that cover. That one is actually still in stock for right now. I don't know because we did sell out.
Oh, Cajun Sunset.
Oh, Beachside Prince sold out.
I didn't
Sorry
look
about
back.
that. And it looks like Ooh La La sold out also.
Cajun Sunshine says she
Wait a
has some
minute.
good news, by the way.
Okay, wait, man, let me get this right here. This one, oh, B-side Prince, was it still in?
B-side is out.
Oh, B-side, never mind then. Okay. But this one is still there. Let's see. Look, I'm over here bending. Okay, you see how much pain I'm in just bending. Okay.
Dennis the Menace.
Look, okay, that premium, this one here, the soft prints, is still in stock. And
Susan
I think that's all we have right
Susan
now,
says
right?
look like you're gonna have to reorder. We are.
Yeah, we actually had to put in an order today.
We keep reordering.
Yeah,
It's
so-
going faster than we can get it
Yeah.
back.
We didn't realize the paper would, and it's a blessing. We didn't realize Bill needs to make a card. You missed that comment, huh,
Ooh.
Bill? Look, Bill didn't read that comment. I'm gonna
Which
just
one?
put it out there. Bill needs to make a card. I think so
Look,
too.
hold up.
So wait, we're thinking about.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so Cajun Sunshine has to say something, then I'll talk about the live. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Cajun Sunshine to tell us. But you're right, Dennis the Menace. That was a good one. I like him.
Yes.
Too. He irritated me.
Hey, Linda Graham, how are you? If you're just tuning in,
Ooh.
this started out as us saying, hey, we're just testing my TV. I got this smart TV and I'm trying to stream the lives on it and look at y'all comments. So this was a test and it's working. So now we're just talking about everything else.
Read Cajun's news.
Wait
I'll read it
a
here.
minute. I couldn't
It
see it. It went
disappeared.
by so fast.
It said Rustin and family is moving out of the hotel into a rented house, and they will be inducing labor, not this week, but next. I will be a grandma. Congratulations, grandma. Cajun is a grandma.
My goodness. Yay! Thumbs up for Cajun, Sunshine, Pat. Awesome. Yeah, they had a fire. Is that the son? I'm just reading y'all comments. Tasha said that she sent me a message. Do we carry stamp blocks? No.
Not yet. It's on the
We'll
way.
work. Yeah, it's something that we're looking into. Oh, nice. So, Kate Sunshine, she says the insurance is handling the house fire. So that's great. Yeah.
So you got a lot
She's
of
had a
good
lot
news.
of stuff going on. Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff simultaneously. Everyone's saying congratulations, Cajun.
I need to check on Tasha's order. Remind me, babe, as soon as we get off. To check on Tasha's order.
Yeah, we'll check on you, Tasha, the time we get in. So we'll email you after we look and see what's happening.
Yeah, so I had a good time talking to y'all. How about Sigmund the Sea Monster?
I don't remember
I
him.
never
I might have
heard
been
that
too
one.
old by that time.
Huh? You're never too old.
I
It's
might-
like Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner and, you know.
Oh, I still watch him.
What is it?
Roadrunner.
Wile E. Coyote? What is his name? Let's not get into cartoons.
Willie E was my favorite.
Willie
He was
E.
so smart.
Willie E.
The coyote.
Willie E.
That was his name. He was so
Oh, I
smart.
thought it was Wile E. Coyote.
And the bird was so dumb, but they always said the bird win. I couldn't stand that. Sharon Wilson says, do you sell ink stamps? Not yet. Not yet, Sharon. We're on the way, though.
We're doing some stuff, y'all.
We're getting closer.
Let's see. Randy Esposito. Oh, Wiley. Right. Wiley.
Yes, wow, that's him.
Bill's like Willie E.
I was close, though, wasn't I?
Willie E.
They knew I was talking about.
Oh, my goodness. Bertha Wilson says, thanks for all the likes I got from the group. I made the 3 cards last night after we got off of live. Yes, you did. And those cards were gorgeous. You were definitely,
Girl,
she
you
went
did your
to
thing,
work.
okay?
She was so inspired by the cards that we did during the live last night. And then she went ahead and did more stuff. So, Bill, okay, so going back to the live now. Doing live because we wanted a lot of you have asked when we can like come on and like schedule lives and stuff, And
Well, we're so
we're trying to come up with a good 2 days to actually have scheduled lives.
Now we'll still be coming on whenever we feel like it, but those 2 days at
Will be
that
like
particular time
definite.
will be locked in.
Right. So that way at least y'all can kind of like really kind of like have an actual scheduled day. Tracy, do you have online classes? Like I'm trying to think. I'm someone named S is on saying that do I have online classes other than the videos, the 600 and something videos that are on there? I do have a 12-part course. It's a gift basket course. It's 12 parts. I created it maybe two years ago. It's a paid class that I did for a platform called Curious.
Curious.com, but
Yeah,
we're
at
talking about making
curious.com.
our own.
And so, I did an online class. It's a 12-part series. Is it 12 parts? Yeah, it's 12 parts. It's pretty thorough. Crazy Wolf would never catch the bird.
I wanted that birdie caught so bad. Oh, you have no idea.
The Brady Bunch.
I couldn't stand that bird.
I used to watch that too. There's a story of a man named Brady.
They had too many kids.
They'll stop. Wheel of Fortune, love it. I love Wheel of Fortune.
No.
Popeye.
I like them too, except for the spinach part. Because back then I couldn't stand spinach. I might as well went outside and ate some grass.
Popeye had everybody eating spinach. Susan Stewart is Rolfing.
Yeah, because I said I wanted the birdie caught.
I enjoy your videos very much. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We just two people who love people, right? Basically, we're just two people who just we like people.
Mumblybird, she says, I always felt sorry for the coyote. Never could get it right. Laugh out loud. But here's the thing, Mumblybird. There were times, I remember one time, he would do stuff like the bird would get to the end of a mountain overhanging. The coyote would blow up that part of the mountain. And the part that the bird was standing on would stay up suspended in air. And the rest of the mountain where he was on went down to the ground. So that's why I didn't like it, because the coyote was so brilliant to come up with all those things and they would never let him win.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Look, Friday evening. Someone said Friday evening at 8 p.m. for the regular lives.
We're writing those down and we'll think about them. Cajun said it'd be good because that way we wouldn't have to worry about missing the notifications.
How about Pink Panther? Oh, love that.
Flintstones, Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
Scooby-Doo!
Huh?
Bye, Janet. Janet's
see
leaving.
you, Janet.
Look at it.
So this has turned into a 53-minute just a test
Look,
video.
y'all, next time we put just a test, they're not going to come. They're going to, oh, Lord.
Here go Tracy and Bill again talking about just a test.
Mindy B said it was Acme's fault. Exactly. Everything was Acme.
Saturday morning, she's doing payroll. Monday and Thursday. Monday a.m. and Thursday afternoon. Look, Land Before Time. Look, what was that other show? Oh my goodness, I had a show in mind. I can't remember what it was now. Hee Haw. Did you ever watch Hee Haw?
Let me tell you something. My great-grandmother, like I said,
way back now.
she made, you had to watch whatever she had made you watch. Did we watch Hee Haw?
You probably knew every song.
Hold on. Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep down depression, excessive misery. If I had no bad luck, I had no luck
at
at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Remember that?
I guess that answers my question.
I searched the world over and thought I found true love. Remember that?
Oops.
You never left me. We were gone. Well, where are we tonight? You never left me or something. We all
How
alone.
did you leave me?
Yeah.
Alone?
I searched the world over and thought I found true love.
You
never
man.
You were gone. Something like that. Anyway, I'm telling you, man, I had to watch stuff like that.
Oh, y'all are killing me. I'm about to look. My bladder can't take this, y'all.
Bertha knows.
Bertha.
Bertha knows, okay? Y'all know.
I didn't expect you to.
Oh, Green Acres. I remember that too.
Oh, yes. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me.
I stopped liking it after that part. But I just like it. She had a cute lady that was Zajima Jean.
Oh, that was Zsa Zsa Gabor, right?
Yeah, her. Ooh,
what was her name? She was
cute.
like, she said, oh man, I love the I gotta look up the words to that song because it was so good.
Melissa says, what are we
Melissa
testing?
Noble,
That's a good question, but we don't even know what we're doing anymore.
We don't even know
okay?
we're testing. Why did we even come on? Why are we here right now?
We were testing this Chromecast that I didn't need because my daughter told me we already had it built into the smart TV that quite obviously is more smarter than we are.
So it started here. We were trying to test this out to see if it would stream through this new TV, smart TV that Bill had gotten me for my birthday last month. And so we wanted to see if when we go live, we can see the comments. So it's working now. About 2 hours ago, it was working. And now we're just here all of a sudden off on a whole nother tangent talking about our favorite songs and shows and all of that. Let me see what y'all talking about. Oh, Lawrence Welk. Yes, I love those bubbles. Did you watch Lawrence Welk?
I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I've overlooked before. Remember that? Don't remember that? Let me sing a melody.
Is that Lawrence Welk?
Let me tell you something.
You watched it, huh?
I had to watch. Yeah, I was watching.
You watched it.
Lawrence Welk,
See, I didn't even know my husband watched this.
Please.
All right, Frances Edwards said she laughed and laughed and laughed.
Yes, Cajun. She got her TV before I got my big screen because I love her and I want her to be happy, so that when she goes to get my TV, she can experience as much happiness as possible when she plucks that sucker out of the store. Okay.
You said what?
Okay. Now. Saturday wrestling. Let me tell you, Sherry.
Oh, you know, Worldwide of Sports. When they would do the
agony of defeat.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Forget the thrill of victory. The agony of defeat. I watched the introduction just to see that guy slide down the slope and fall off.
Bertha Wilson said, "Stop, you're hurting me."
I didn't even care about the rest of the show.
I don't know if y'all are ready for us to go live regularly, like on a Tuesday, Thursday maybe, and then we'll come on whenever else.
Hold up, wrestling?
You know, I don't know if y'all, look, Susan Stewart is rolfing again. Oh my goodness.
I remember going to, we went to wrestling. The Sheik was my guy. We went downtown and we all came out of the wrestling event after the thing, running around like we were crazy in the streets. You know, by the time I got home, because I'm from a little small town and everyone knows everyone, by the time I got home, my mother was like, "And what were you doing downtown? Acting a fool, disrespecting the family name." And y'all can pretty much imagine what happened after that.
Oh my goodness.
Please.
Look, Pat, stop. She said, Bill, get an 85-inch TV.
Ooh, did they make those? That's what I would need. I need that.
Roddy Piper, I remember him.
I need an 85 now. I shouldn't have known that they existed.
Disney on Sundays, yes.
Was that the ice skating?
Show. Disney. No, just Disney. They had Disney movies on Sunday. Remember?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, all the different.
Flubber. Stuff like that. Remember Flubber?
Mumblyberg. You hear? Yeah, I remember. More lives is what we need in this world. So much laughter. Yeah, we need to laugh and just kind of let
Sing
loose,
along with
right?
Mitch. Was that Mitch
I
Miller?
think people are so disconnected now that they don't like, nobody smiles at each other. And then if people see you
If
smiling,
they do
they look
smile,
at you like
at
something's
best,
wrong with you.
at best, it's more like a controlled grimace.
Like they're upset. Like I'll say hi to someone, and they're looking like, I'm like, and they'll look at you and they won't even say hello back. It's almost like, oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. So this lives is what we need. More laughter in
Yes,
our
Randy,
lives.
those songs. I said Mitch Miller, when I said Lawrence Welk, it actually was Mitch Miller. That's exactly
Mitch
what it
Miller.
was. Mitch
I remember
Miller.
Mitch
My
Miller.
great grandmother made us have to watch that. All right, so now that we've tested everything out, MacGyver, people bringing up other stuff out. What's changed? Something has changed.
Huh?
They said it's changed tracks. The live. The live has changed. Yes, it was the test, and now it's some other stuff.
Yeah, it is. Oh, she said it's changed, Tracy. Yeah, the world is just a different place. Laughter is very healing. It's always nice to find something to laugh about.
Oh, the Beverly Hillbillies.
Sometimes we think back. We actually have watched our own live, like after like the replay, and we have cracked up, haven't we?
We have.
We have like laughed, like gut wrenching laughter, like after like we're watching ourselves.
I can't believe half the stuff I say.
I know. I can't believe it either.
What did we just do today? We said we were going to tell them that we went to the store and did.
No,
we went
the
out.
man whose car was in the ditch, right?
No, something was in the store.
Oh, not about the man in the ditch.
That was one thing. Other thing though.
Oh, there was
Something we saw in the store.
I forgot what it
I
was.
forgot what it was
See?
too. Look at it, y'all. We forgot this that
Can't
quick.
remember nothing.
It was a good one too.
Oh my goodness.
I can't remember. Anyway, we probably better get off of here now.
Thank you, Sherry. I'm glad you liked the cards. Those were done in a live last night, and we had so much fun during that live. We had fun in all the lives actually. I mean, they turned out one way.
It actually worked cool.
Oh wait a minute! Someone said I read in China that they have laughing clubs. They
Hold
meet
up.
in the early morning and just laugh.
I can believe that. Let me tell you something. Do y'all know that in China, for the first year, okay, we'll come back to that. For the first year of a child's educational development, and like what we consider to be preschool or first grade, the entire year is devoted to kindness. All the kids have to be kind to one another, considerate, and they teach this. And so it's built in at an early age, and then they take off after that. Now, something wanted me to say. Krista Cobb says, my husband called from work and heard all the laughing in the background and said he would call back when I told him I was talking like with Bill and Tracy.
Oh my goodness.
All right, now we're going to get ready to get on. If anyone hasn't seen the first live that Tracy and Bill did, you have to. Was that the 3-hour one?
No, the first live I
can't
know.
even-
We did some with the
There's so
quilting
many.
with the quilting marine. You gotta watch some of those lives. They will have you in absolute laughter. My favorite was when we lost my mother in Ollie's. that had to be my favorite. Or the one we went to. I think the one we went for Christmas. We went over to Hobby Lobby, and you saw the poop
That was a good one.
emoji and thought it was Mr. Potato Head.
I sure thought it.
Yeah, that one was funny too. Yes, Randy, I agree. That's what we need in America. We've become very judgmental and negative. Yes, and you know it's a fight sometimes to be positive. It's a fight to be kind when everything around you seems so almost hopeless. And that's why we continue to come on and be on Facebook, on YouTube, of course, is because I need to let people know that there's a whole bunch of people out there that are doing incredible things and encouraging people that, yes, people can get along extremely well. We may not all be the same, but we're coming together and we're able to bond because of crafting. So no matter how we got here, it wasn't by mistake. The world has brought us together. And the nice thing is that I choose to use this platform in a really positive way. Um, and because I choose to, I don't want to, it's not because I want this amount of views. I want to be able to influence people. I want to be able to say that I left my mark on the world, and not only did I make a mark on the world, I was able to maybe inspire someone else. And that's what life is all about. And I don't think that people realize that when you wake up each and every day, the fact that you are able to breathe, that you woke up, is a blessing. And so how I'm going to use that day to go about my business, how am I going to use that day to encourage someone, to be able to bless someone? There's no such thing as, oh, you're too nice. Well, I'd rather be on that side of the coin. Oh, you're too giving. Well, you know what? Yes, I am. And to me, that's a compliment. There's no such thing as you're too nice or you're too giving. No, I'm a kind person. I love to make people smile, and I like people. When people say, I remember when we went to Mableton, people was like, can I get a hug? You sure can. You sure can. I mean, we're a hugging family. If someone comes to our house, we hug on them. But it's just the way it is.
But that's because we all have more in common than we have in difference.
Yep. We sure do.
No matter where you come from.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. My beginnings were not very good, but I choose to make goodness, out of the life that I'm living now. It's because of my beginnings, which were not very good, that I'm able to be the way I am now. And I love the way I am. I'm still a work in progress. Bill is a work in progress.
But wait. Why you start chuckling when you say that part? You didn't chuckle on your own. Your part. That hurt you chuckling. Okay, go ahead. I didn't mean to break in, but I heard that.
You just want to be able to, if someone meets me, I don't want them coming away from a conversation that we had or a meeting that we had saying, man, Tracey was mean. You'll never, ever, okay? You'll never, ever hear someone say, wow, she was really mean to me, or she was rude. I'm just not that kind of person. And together, me and Bill have been able to be really encouraging to people. People are like, man, y'all are the most motivational people I've ever met. Why should I not motivate you? If you have a dream and something that you want to do, that's inside of you. You go ahead and you do it. And for anyone that says you shouldn't follow your dream, then you need to move away from that and get a different circle of people who are going to encourage you. And that's what we do in our group on Facebook. That's what we do here on YouTube. So I get, y'all don't even see the behind the scenes stuff that goes on. I mean, people call me certain things and criticize and stuff like that, but I will not be silenced because I know who I am and I know whose I am.
Ooh, I like how you said that.
So, God doesn't make mistakes. Seriously, He doesn't. God does not make mistakes. So each and every one of us, none of us were a mistake. We were put here for a purpose. And so how we walk through life is up to us.
Exactly.
Cherish every moment, right, Bender Hightower? Cherish every single moment, because one single event can change your life forever.
You know what's really interesting? I think I've told people this before, but I was telling some people, it was a group of young people, that I take every opportunity to tell my daughters that, something positive about themselves and that I'm so proud of them. I was telling them, I'm so proud of you. I don't care if they take two pencils and line them up next to each other. I love your spatial recognition. So I'm going to come up with something. And I was telling them how I always say I'm so proud of you. And I looked over and it was this one girl. She looked like she was about maybe 23, 24, 25. And she had tears coming down her face. She was crying. I said, what's wrong?
Yeah.
She says, do you know that I've never been told in my entire life that someone was proud of me? I actually had tears in my eyes when she said that. So that's why I take every opportunity. And I told her, so I said, you know what? Well, I'm proud of you. And I gave her a hug, you know what I'm saying? But you'll be surprised how you telling someone something positive can change their life If definitely change their day, but it could change their life.
Yeah, you're right.
So don't hold back. If you have the feeling you need to tell someone, to give them words of encouragement, if it's put on your heart, just know that oftentimes it wasn't you to put it there. Just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it.
Yeah. I love what Randy Esposito said. The purpose of my crafts is to give to someone and to see them smile. You don't know how much, how one card, one candy, can change someone's life or change someone's day. You're right. Just that little act of kindness. You don't have to have a whole lot of money to, kindness costs nothing. All you do is you just choose it. You choose to be kind. You choose to be respectful of other people, even if they're not the same as you or they don't follow whatever your beliefs are. You can still choose to respect other people. And so I don't know who he needed to hear that. I just wish that I think the world would be a better place if we just all worked together, and we rooted for each other. Imagine how wonderful the world can be. So I haven't lost hope. There's people out there, and I've met so many of you, even whether we've never met face to face, that are the kindest, most wonderful people. That's just the way it is. So I'm rambling, Bill.
I know it's
something.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff to talk about. I mean,
yeah, it's a tough. Everyone's going through stuff, and I think we don't realize that there's people out there with just that are going through challenges, homelessness, hunger, pain, dealing with pain every day, It's just so much.
Exactly. I mean, this is deep.
And so we choose to be positive. And if y'all are going to get a little laughter, we craft together and we laugh together. And so that's why I don't like to make up rules. I think we live in a world where there's so much rules and people telling you have to do this and you have to be this and putting all of these restrictions on people that they become afraid to create or share.
That's like right here, like Cajun Sunshine, she says, I was so angry at God when Danny died. I did not understand and still don't. But I know now that I'm not meant to understand. Now let me say something. Not that this is the correct answer or anything, because no one has an correct answer. But I will say this. While I don't call myself a true crafter, I can see all elements of life in crafting.
Yeah, you can.
And when I approach crafting, I think in these terms. I don't know exactly what I'm getting ready to do. I just work on that step. And you know how it says, enlarge the foundation of my footsteps? I only need to see that footstep and try to keep enlarging the foundation of what I can see, and then take the next step, and then take the next step, and then take the next step, until the next thing you know, you will be so far away from that other thing and so close to something else that 9.9 times out of 9.9 is going to be so remarkable, because you don't have to understand the end result. Just take that step.
Yeah.
Take the next step. And the same thing with crafting. Get the next
Even if
piece.
you can't, right. Sometimes you can't even feel like you can't get out of bed, right? We'll just sit up on the side of the bed. The next day, take the first step. Sometimes you can't even get to the bathroom to wash your face. Take that next step the next day to wash your face. I mean, it's just stages. We're all going through stuff. And I can't even imagine. So many of you have written to me. And when I tell you the outpouring of stories, life journeys that have inspired me to keep going with this platform, when I hear this and I say, Bill, you got to read this message. Oh my goodness. This is why we do what we do. Because someone out there needs inspiration, needs that extra little encouragement that says, I can keep going. And my thing is, don't give up. You make sure you keep going, because You have a purpose in life. It may be to tell your story so that you can encourage someone else to get to wherever the next thing is.
We've got letters so deep and so powerful. We actually were over here crying together. You
Yeah.
know, we could I can wish we could share those. We can't because they're too personal. But believe me, even looking at some of the comments, we're all looking at the comments here.
Yeah.
Look how deep, but yet how these are golden nuggets. And I appreciate you all sharing these things with us. Comments about people in your family with cancer and people who are passing, who were very
Very dear
pertinent
to
in
you.
your life. And
Right.
those are things that you wouldn't just throw out in front of ordinary people. But in this group, a lot of us have kind of come to know one another in a
Right.
way.
Become family.
Yeah.
We become family, And so that's why we come from a place of love and compassion. I love June Whitman's words, empathy for other people, because we know we've experienced how it feels to be on the side of hate and be on the side of being unloved. And so you could either take that and become that, or you can do the opposite. And so when you choose, I choose to do the opposite. You know, I didn't have a father in my life who was really encouraging, but I chose, who did not show me love, but I chose to love. So it's all a choice. And I remember Bill told me something one day. I think it was while we were dating. He said, "I'm going to give you for all the hugs that your father never gave you. I'm going to give you those hugs." And I was like, I need to marry this man.
Oh,
I remember you telling me that, and I was like, what?
that was deep.
That was really deep, babe. Yeah, so we come from so
Hey,
many
you put
different
tears
places.
in my eyes to think I could have said something like that.
We come from so many
Can't
different
believe.
places, so many different journeys, but we're brought together through crafting. How awesome is that? This was not something that I expected to do. At 56, I was not actually at 40. I wasn't expected to be on YouTube. Wasn't expecting to be on YouTube, and I don't even know. You just brought somewhere at a certain time. Everything lines up the way it needs to line up. And so for me, everything lined up the way it needed to be. I wanted to do bigger things, and I really wanted to touch people. That's always been my thing, even as a kid. But I had to get past my shyness. My shyness would have stunted my growth from being able to interact with people. And so once I got past that and said, I'm just going to go for it, because I only have one life to live, one journey, right?
That's it.
Yeah. And so I choose to get outside of whatever that thing was that was holding me back. And it was low self-esteem, being unsure of myself, because your parent is supposed to be the one that believes in you. And even though my mother truly believed in me, truly wanted me to do great things and knew I could do great things, I had a father that was not a very kind person. And so my beginnings, as early as the age of 5, I knew that I was not I wasn't loved by my father. I knew that. And kids can really, really hone in on that. And I think that's why I wanted to be like the best librarian ever, the best children's librarian ever. I wanted to be encouraging, and I wanted to motivate kids. And I always gravitated toward people that were really shy, who seemed like they were struggling with something. I don't know how I could tell. I just was able to tell, like very, very young. I knew that I could tell when people were hurting. Some people just kind of look past it, but I knew when people were hurting. And I just knew that as a kid. So y'all didn't need to hear this. This was supposed to be a test. This is only a test, right? Life is a test. And we're going to pass this test, right? With flying colors. Someone said, let's see. No, I think it's way down. Someone had a comment. Oh, Thank you so much. That as tears flowing from my eyes to become more encouraging to preschoolers that are so stubborn, you just want to walk away from at 66, but they need love more than we can think. Yes, that's reason why my preschool channel, Little Story Bug, I love preschoolers. I love that age.
Hold up,
I love it.
y'all know what just happened. We we were at Walmart right now. We haven't really been active in Little Storybug. That's the preschool channel. It may have about what, maybe 400 or 500 videos, songs, books, all kind of stuff attached to it. And we don't think about it much. We were at Walmart.
Oh, just this
We
morning.
were
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
out of Walmart, and these three little kids that kept looking at Tracy, they were looking at her at the door. They just stopped in their tracks. They
So
looked
they
at her.
said hi to me.
They
right?
said hi. They would start waving with this
And
look
I
on
said,
their face.
hi.
And,
And
right.
they were like,
And then she just said, see you later or something. And as we walked out, they said, oh, mommy, mommy. They ran off, and we were like,
right.
what was that all about?
I said, why are they yelling? Like they wanted to tell their mom, like,
We
like,
said,
look.
we
And I
told
was like,
her
no,
about
do you think they recognize?
I said, Tracy, I think they watch your channel, your Little Storybook. They know who you
I
are.
forgot.
Yeah, so they know who you are in that other side that we haven't thought about in years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
June Whitman says that her school watches the channel.
Oh, do they watch?
Yeah, I was
They
so
watch
excited
it?
when I saw
Yeah.
Tracy on TV when I stepped in to help one day. Oh yes, June. Oh my goodness. We've done so much with Little Storybook,
We
going
have.
around the schools,
Yeah, it
speaking,
was fun. And singing to
programs, just all kind of stuff. But that was another time.
kids. Yeah.
Now we in
that
this
was
season.
fun. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. This is fun too, actually. This is really fun.
Well, Chad is a teacher. Did you know that?
Preschoolers are awesome. Oh, LaChat, you're a
Yes,
preschool
I'll
teacher?
show you what she said. Matter of
Is she a
fact,
preschool teacher?
LaChat says, you're right. That's why I became a teacher. I wanted to give my pupils the respect, love, and understanding that I never got. You see how that works?
June Whitman says, our school watches the channel. I was so excited when I saw Tracy on TV. Really? Isn't that something else? Yeah, the schools are watching. I get, there's preschools that watch me like every day. Angela Thompson says, we love you so much, Bill and Tracy. You all are such an inspiration, and you probably have the gift of discernment. I think so. I'm going to receive that because I believe that you have to you do the thing that most people won't do, and you see things that most people won't see. And so I think that's why I love transforming my craft, like with taking old stuff and turning it into something else. I think I love to see the beauty in ugly situations. So something that might look like a box to someone else might look like a beautiful container to me. And I think my craft is a reflection of my life, you know.
And that's what it is. That's what crafting is all about.
Yeah.
It's a reflection of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be a reflection of the life that you see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That you're not
I
experiencing
see
right
a beautiful
now.
I see a beautiful life, basically. Now, I'm gonna keep choosing to see it as long as I wake up and I can see. If it's raining outside, then you have to enjoy the rain. If it's windy outside, enjoy the wind, right?
That's it.
Either
Because
way,
that's all you have.
it's all good. Yeah.
And with that being said, now we're going to go ahead and let y'all leave the test.
I know y'all are like, we apologize. This was just a test, okay? This was a very long test. How long have we been on, Bill?
83 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Bill, I told you this is a short one. I told him that. Okay. I'm looking at these comments right now. Beauty is everything.
Pat Jones is right. She says you've been specially trained by your upbringing to be able to help others. And that's exactly it.
Ooh, it was a fight because that mind can keep you from doing some stuff. The mind can play games on you and make you like start thinking about things that say I'm not worthy, or I'm not, it's just saying, that the mind is a powerful tool because it can tell you in an instant, like, you don't belong here, or you don't And so you have to fight
That's
whatever
that
that
inner
is.
voice, though. There's a voice
Right, there's that
that's
thing
been
inside
planted
of
like a
you.
seed,
Yeah, there's that thing inside of you.
and it has to be removed. You have to ignore it.
Yep.
That's
You
exactly
gotta
what it is.
ignore. You gotta replace it with messages of encourage. I think that's why I like listening to a lot of motivational things.
But you know what happens? It really has to be a choice because people make a conscious decision to move it into the direction of that thing which they fear, and in the direction of the things
Right.
that are negative like that. That's how come you can have a situation where they say a person who she's abused, she's in an abusive relationship, she gets out of it, then they go to another one, and then another one, and you say, why do they keep going? Because they're attracted to that thing because this is what they feel they deserve until they can replace that image
Mm-hmm.
with something else and move in that direction.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's why I always,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
same thing with kids. The kids are watching us. The kids are watching us, and they're seeing what we do. And so I have to make sure that when the kids are watching, that I'm doing what needs to be done. The kids are watching us, babe, always, and that's why I had to be. I didn't want to just be just the librarian. I wanted to be the most wonderful librarian in the world, and that's a tough one to put on yourself. But that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to make sure those kids knew when they left. I wanted them to have a love of books, and I wanted them to come back and say, "Man, that librarian that I met in Cobb County Library or New York Public Library where I started, that librarian was the best librarian. She encouraged us. I want into adult years where how you know your favorite teacher. I want them to know their favorite librarian, and I wanted that person to be me."
This is deep, but Linda Waters says, don't apologize because you don't know how many needed what you brought to this live, along with every comment made. So we think about that. We thought we were
It's
actually
like
doing a test.
Right, it's a rippling
but
effect.
It wasn't a test.
Yeah.
There could be one person or many people that came to this live. Something was heavy on their heart, heavy in their spirit, but something that was said here, not necessarily by us, but maybe by someone else in the group or whatever. And that was just what they needed right now to take that next step that we talked about. To enlarge the foundation of that particular footstep to take the next step. Exactly. And we do thank y'all for coming here.
Look at Catherine Merriman. She said she just arrived. I know, Catherine. I know we threw you off. This was a test, but it turned into be big, big things. It turned out to be bigger, something that's larger than us. And so.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Am I afraid of whatever life has to hold in this next journey? No, I'm not, because I feel like I'm following in the footsteps that I'm supposed to be in. See, we'll plan everything out, and we'll try to walk in whatever these, I got to do this, and I got to be over here. No, you don't, and so you need to really look and see where it is that you really need to be, because sometimes you stop dead in your tracks, and you're like, oh, you're feeling so disappointed that whatever that door was that you were thinking that you would walk through, another door is waiting for you.
And you know what? And that's what, once again, that's what mindless crafting in a way is all about.
Right.
If all you have are a limited number of materials right in front of you, even though you're surrounded by all sorts of options and alternatives, you have to learn to start dealing with the things that are in front of you. If all I have is this paper, this flower, these, whatever this is.
Yeah.
Now make a card or make something. And challenge yourself not to use anything else.
Right. That's why I don't like the rules.
Except what you have in front of you.
People tell me that I'm not following the rules, and I just choose to be different. And so, and I want each and every one of you to choose to be different. That's the hardest thing. In a world where they're trying to tell you to be this and be that, you got to create your own. We were made to create. That's what we were made for. And so out of the minds of someone comes these beautiful things, and we're able to inspire people through these the way we create and the colors that we use. And this is not It's not a mistake, it's just the way life is.
Exactly, and it's not a competition. That's a lot of
It's
times.
not. There's room for everyone on this creative journey.
Right. When there are people, there's certain people who may make comments and they'll say, I can't do this. I'm just no good at this particular thing. What they have to understand is that before this time, no one has ever existed like them before.
Right.
They are the one unique person who exists in this particular period in space and time. So when I make a card right here, your card is not going to be like my card because you're not me. But you know what? My card is not going to be like yours because I'm not you.
There you go.
It's that level individuality.
But we love when we say, "Oh, look what she did with that," or we can be inspired by
I
something.
can definitely
you
be
did.
inspired.
Yeah, right, Randy. You can't put restrictions on creativity. Look, people say think outside the box. Here we go. Why don't we just remove the box altogether and throw it out?
Woo!
How's that for you?
Exactly.
Just completely remove the box. You know? Just remove the box and set yourself free. Just I can't encourage you enough because people say, Tracey, you make so many things because I don't want to. All I know is that when I take this right here, right? All I know is that when I take this, it's going to be something else. It's going to be transformed into whatever I decide it's going to be. Not what you decide it's going to be, but whatever I decide it's going to be. So no matter what, this is going to become something else. If I say this is a flower pot, right? Then it's going to be a flower pot. You can say it's a hat, right? Turn it over, it's a hat now because you say it's a hat. So it's all how we look at it. And that's why I love about crafting is that I can be encouraged by so many ideas that come from not only me, but ideas that come from you. Because I don't have it all figured out.
You know what you think about? You remember that movie Back to the Future?
Mm-hmm.
Remember at the end of the movie where the guy has a car and they say, well, so how are you going to get it? How are you going to get down this road? You don't have enough room to drive. And the guy, also the car goes up in the air, turns around another direction. And before he pulls off, he says, roads? Who needs roads? Where we're going, I don't need roads. And he just flies into the sky.
Right, exactly.
Right. So you're removing the box.
Yep.
You're removing the constructs from which you've been imprisoned and handcuffed all your life.
Yep.
Just remove it. Mm-hmm. Just because someone said this is you. No, this is not me. Take that garment off. I don't have to wear this anymore. Just because I'm used to seeing you dressed like that. Well, you better get unused to it, baby, because I'm not putting these clothes on no more. Because I'm somebody else. And that's just how it is.
Margie said, how much did she miss?
Margie,
you missed
you might as well just watch this from the beginning.
Oh my
But anyway,
goodness.
y'all.
Wait, I need to read this comment because it was just so...
Which one?
Where is it? Oh my goodness, it was so good and I cannot find it.
Let's see, hold up. Is that one?
Oh yeah, Sharon Wilson said, I'm with you, Tracey. I told my daughter her entire life to be different. She excelled at everything. Exactly. And so here's the thing. What I tell parents is don't allow your kids to live your life. Allow them to live their life and find the thing that they love to do. I knew my daughter was really artistic in 4th grade. I knew she loved it. I was big into sports, track and field. My family was a track family. I didn't want her, if that's the thing that she wanted to do, then fine. But if it wasn't the thing that she wanted to do, then I want to find the thing that she loves. So we would try all kinds of stuff. Soccer, horseback riding. What else was it? We had Chelsea. Oh, she was in track and field, both of them. Gymnastics. They would try all kinds of stuff. But I wanted to find whatever that thing is that they wanted to do. Exactly. And so let's take away the box now.
Right. Not what we wanted to do for them.
You're left with a world of opportunities. Let's take away the box because people are going to try to put you in that box. And the fight is not to allow them to put labels on you or to put you inside of whatever that box is that they think. That's someone else's limitations,
Right,
not
because
yours.
for every instant that they're trying to force you into that box, you're spilling over the edges of that thing just immeasurably because the box cannot contain who you are.
It sure can.
That's
I
why you
love
have to get
that.
rid of the box.
I love that. The
Right.
box cannot contain who you are. And neither can other people. People cannot contain, people will try to contain you and say you can't do this or you're limited to this or oh, I tried that before. No, but you're trying it now. Let someone else, I'm doing it. Some people say, "Oh, that's not going to work." "Oh, I know a friend who did that and it just didn't work." Like don't allow someone to put those limitations. And so now you start building up fears within yourself, right? Because someone is saying they're putting their limitations on you. Don't
But,
allow them to do
right,
it.
because success resides on the other side of fear.
There you go.
That's
In
what
a
it is.
nutshell. So y'all, this was just a test.
Once again, okay?
We've gone from like this was I don't even know what was this live about again?
I
Oh my goodness.
think exactly. Don't tell me all the reasons why I can't. Tell me all the reasons why I can.
Yep. And then when people
All I need
share
is one.
when people share their dreams and goals with me
All I
and
need
tell
is
me,
one.
I was like, what can I help you do to make it happen? As a librarian, we had a wealth of resources at our feet. And I remember going to this woman's, it was a book opening that she had. She was having a book release party, remember? And we went.
Yes.
And she said, now this is a woman who's like world-renowned, award-winning author. I met her in the library. She was one of my patrons at Kennesaw Library. And we became friends. She had just moved here from New York. I was from New York, so that's how we kind of bonded down here in Georgia. And we just started talking. And as I started learning more about her, I found out that she had written this this manuscript a long time ago.
She was
and I was like, well, how come you haven't released it? Now, she's like in her 30s at the time when I met her. And she said, I hadn't released it because I'm afraid of rejection. We're all afraid of rejection.
It's not enough.
Right. So I'm the librarian there, right? Make a long story short. I said, well, what would you really like to do? Because she was looking for a job in the bank. She said, I really want to be an author. And so I said to her, well, why not?
Why don't you write something?
No, I said, what's stopping you from being an author? She said, well, I have a manuscript. I haven't released it yet. And it was because of rejection. So what she does is, couple of years later, right?
After you told you to go and release that.
About 3 years later, come to find out, not only did she get a book deal for that first book, but she got a book deal for 3 books just based on her first one. And so she's able now to stay home with her son. That was her thing because her kids were in school, so they were young, so she wanted to be able to stay home and write. Then she starts writing her 4th book, 5th book, 6th book.
And she got a deal from HBO and
I think it was either Showtime or HBO, one of them, to turn one of the books into a movie.
Yeah.
This is a woman who's coming to the library, and she read a whole lot of books, not knowing that this woman one day would be this author, this big author. So when I went to one of her book release parties, she says, "Will Tracey Phillips please stand up?" And I'm like, okay, what on earth happened here?
The place is packed.
What happened? Right? I'm like, uh-oh. And so she says, I remember standing in that library and Tracey telling me to go for it. I'm her local librarian telling her go for it, right? And so I was just so touched because I remember all the conversations we had. I'm just trying to encourage someone to do something that they would love to do. And this woman now is like this big time author. Her name is Margaret Johnson Hodge. If you don't know her, if you haven't read her books are excellent. And I'm not saying that because I'm her friend. I'm saying that because her books are like really, really good. And so I'm just saying that because I really want y'all to do that thing that you love doing.
And release whatever it is.
And get past whatever it is, whatever limitations that someone has on you. I want you to just do that thing. Even if it starts with writing one page or writing a couple of pages. And so I would get these people that have big dreams. And as a librarian, for some reason, people found it easy to talk to me. So I had all these people in the community wanting to do like great things, but just not knowing the know-how. And so we would have all the resources to help them know. Because if you have a dream and you really want to do that thing, you're going to do it. Right, Susan Stewart, just do it. Because I really would hate to see you regret not giving it a try. Let me go ahead and give it my best shot. You know what I'm saying, Bill?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Because look, only one or two things can happen. Either it will succeed or it will fail. But if you don't do it, only one thing can happen. It can fail. It will fail because you won't do it.
You didn't even try. Right. You didn't
Right.
give it a try. Yep.
Right.
You're right.
It's either yes or no.
It's a mind game. It's definitely a mind game. And if you can get past whatever's holding you back, the mind will play some tricks on you that'll say, I can't go to that next thing because it's going to fail. But you haven't even started yet, right? So you got to start first. And that's why I always tell y'all in crafting, start with what you have. You already have the tools and the resources already. They may not look like this, right? The tool may not look like this, but you have something that can replace this, right? So that's what I'm saying, I don't know if I'm making sense, but
You are making sense.
yeah.
I mean, sometimes it can be something so simple. I read a story about she was a secretary, and the lady was a secretary, and she got tired of making mistakes, and she got tired of approaching her bosses about getting this tape, and they were always complaining about expenses to get that retyped over, all kind of stuff. So she created whiteout, okay, and put it on there. And about a year later, I think 3M or somebody bought her out and paid her $20 million for an ideal that I'm sure was there all the time, and no one else acted on it, but she did. She said, "What if I take some white, put it on there, let it dry, and then we can use the same paper?" You see that? How simple that was?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that something else?
It changed her life.
June, we didn't mean to make you cry, but hopefully they're tears of joy and hope and the fact that you're not alone. That's one of the big things is that, I just want to be able to encourage you to be who you truly are meant to be. And sometimes the person that you're truly meant to be is not the person that you are right now. Yes, that enemy puts negative chatter in your mind to make you feel worthless or not good enough because he doesn't want you to feel sufficient. Yes.
But you know what? But that so-called enemy, he doesn't want you to feel sufficient because he sees your future. And he knows that if you ever feel sufficient, you're going to do something so powerful and so magnificent that he won't be able to reverse it at that point.
Yep.
So the only choice he has is to destroy the possibility of it happening by making you feel insufficient.
Yeah. And you just gotta fight past that thing. You have to, because you only have one life to live, and I would hate for you to waste any time allowing someone to put limitations on you. And so I struggled through my teen years because I felt like I was not enough. I felt like I had a very low self-esteem, but fighting through that, I was still able to become a really great athlete, fighting through that, and a really great student, because I knew there were certain things that I could fight through. If I could fight through that thing every single day, even if I came from a household that wasn't what do you call it?
It wasn't it wasn't functional.
Right. Even if it was a dysfunctional household, I felt like I had things that I can do. I had talents but I had to get past that fear, and that's what was holding me back.
And you know what's really interesting when Tracey talks about that, to show you how powerful that thing was for her as an athlete. She was an All-American, and even if she didn't go the athletic route, she was an incredible student. I remember looking through her yearbook. How many people were in your graduating class, Tracy?
1,400.
1,400. We're looking at this little club. It was a National Honor Society. It was only might have been about 15, 20 people in this group. And I said, Tracy always said, well, I was okay as a student. I did okay. And I'm looking at the thing. I said, Tracy, is that you? She said, yes. I see you in the National Honor Society. Yeah, you in this. You in, and I'm thinking to myself, Tracy, I don't think at that point she really realized who she was. And then when she got to talking about track, it was like, what, you won the state championship in 3 different events. You had the fastest 600 indoor time in U.S. girls history at that point. And she's naming off this stuff, but she's downplaying it. And I'm thinking to myself,
because I really don't. I was very I was a very kind of not secretive, but just a private kind of person. I was always a very private person, so a lot of times people wouldn't know that I was, like they wouldn't know that my home life was like, or the feelings that I had of not being worthy. People just didn't know that because I hid it really well. So in order to function in the world and keep that persona going of being like functional, oh, Tracy's really a strong person. She's a wonderful person. And so to keep that going, that facade, not knowing that deep inside there was a whole nother thing going on inside of me, to fight, going home to a family that wasn't very.
Were you invisible?
Well, my
By
mother,
choice.
right. I wanted to be invisible, in my family structure because there was so much stuff going on. But you just got to get past that thing. So, but with all of that, I was still captain of my team, still pushing forward to motivate other girls on my high school track team to be the best that they can be. And still trying to also be an example to those girls, even though at home it was an ugly situation. And so I'm just saying to you, we put this mask on and this face on. But if I was really to peel back the realities of my life, or even the realities of some of your life and the situations you grew up in, I know that we can hear some stories that it's just like, oh my goodness. And the only reason I'm sharing my story with you is because I want you to know that you can push through whatever it is, whatever challenges might come your way, you can push through that and become whatever you need to be to really influence other people. And so if I have to overcome my fear to go and speak like on a public platform, which was one of the scariest things for me to do, if I have to move past my fear in order to encourage someone else, then so be it. I'm going to walk past whatever that is to be able to encourage, because there's someone in that room that needed to hear whatever the message was. That was my biggest thing, was overcoming shyness, and then still being able to become a state champion or become a great athlete, and then go on to college and then try to do the same thing again. Now I'm in another position where I become the captain of my track team in college and have to encourage more people and still do my schoolwork.
Exactly. So that's how come, like, oftentimes, okay, like right now, but we're just reading through the chats, it's easy to sometimes feel like, I'm worthless.
Right. Yep.
But understand, if you were to trace that thought, there is somewhere in your life where someone outside of yourself planted that seed.
Look what Krista Cobb said. It cost me nothing to love everyone.
Someone planted the seed somewhere, and somewhere along the way, it took enough hold where you started believing it, and you started listening to that thing where I'm worthless, and then you started looking. Everything that in your life gets filtered through that thing. Now you have to start, instead of saying I am worthless, You have to start standing in front of the mirror and saying, I am somebody.
Yeah.
I am someone special. I am loved. I am capable. Wherever I go, I make a change.
Yeah.
I make a difference in the lives of not only of my own life, but in the lives of others. I promise you something. You're gonna start to see a difference right now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, here's the thing, Margie. In your case, you can see how many people in this group have been. The reason everyone's coming to you and coming to your aid and your assistance is because we've seen you in the group. You revealed enough of yourself that we're actually surprised to hear you say you feel this way because we all think you're an incredible individual.
Yeah.
Now, can anyone else vouch for what I'm saying there? We feel this.
Yeah. We really feel this, and
Right.
I can't tell you enough how much, we were coming on here because this was just a test. But what was the test really, right? What was the test really? I mean, and the thing was, for me to get past whatever my fear was, to share with other people, or to be a person who was kind of closed, like just kind of a private person. You can't really let people see the realities of your life. But realized, I've come to realize that each person has testimony, and your testimony can be that thing that encourages someone else. I've had people who have written me about being suicidal and depression, and that is not a good place to be. And when they say, Tracey, I've been able to get out of bed, or I've been able to feel better because of something you said in a video, or your style of crafting,
I didn't commit suicide today.
oh my goodness, we've
got those kind of letters.
Absolutely amazing. And that's the driving force that keeps me going. One of the missions that I've always had in life was to encourage people, to be a role model to people, although even if I make mistakes along the way, because we're not striving for perfection. Some of the people who encourage you the most are people who have gone through stuff.
Well, think about that for a second, okay? Okay, I remember watching it was somewhere, but here's what the basic gist of what I'm about to say. Can you really learn how to overcome, if you say you have a problem with alcohol, is the person who can help you the person who's never had a drink in his life? Or is it the biggest drunk in town who somehow went through it and overcame it? Is the person that can help you overcome, let's say, a weight problem, is that the guy who's always in shape, who looks like Jack LaLanne or what have you, or Arnold Schwarzenegger? I can't say his name, but is that the guy that can help you? Or is it Richard Simmons? This is the guy who you saw with the weight 400 pounds, and now he looks really good now. Mm-hmm. Only a person who's been there can help you. So understand your journey. No matter how bad it may seem, I want you to know it's something that is a testimony. It's a waiting testimony for someone else out there, and only by stepping outside of that and helping someone are you going to address your own issue. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
And I think also that when you actually encourage other people, it does something to me. I don't know. I feel so good when I encourage or make someone else feel better. I don't know how that,
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I oftentimes when I'm out, my daughters used to get so upset at me.
Love you too, Robin.
He's finna go mess with someone. He's gonna go talk. I can't tell how many times we've been out somewhere and I'll see someone and I'll just find something about them and I go make a positive comment about them. You're so this, you're so, and you'll be surprised at how it just changes their entire disposition. That's just how it is. It doesn't have to be anyone who looks like they're down in their luck, because oftentimes the people who you're helping are the people who look like there's nothing wrong. They dress nicely, they got a smile on their face, but you can say something and I'm telling you, you've changed something about that person. Even though they tried to hide it.
Yeah. And so I probably need to share this thing with y'all. There's something that I wrote in my book, and I need to, Bill, can you get my calendar downstairs? Sorry.
Yes, but you know what?
It's just that one thing I need to share with them, and then we're going to probably
and tell them how they
sign
can do
off.
that too. Just go on there and,
Tracy and Bill, June Whitman says, Tracy and Bill, where can people sign up to receive Happy Mail? I see some individuals that could use a lift. Okay, so if you go into our group, Gift Basket Appeals Crafters group, go ahead and join, and then I'll let you into the group. And then once you get in, you can say, I'd love to do Happy Mail with two people, depending on where you live in the U.S., because I know if you're sending stuff, outside of the U.S. and vice versa, it could be really expensive. And so in the group, we don't have a formal send and receive list. I don't want to do a list. I want to really kind of keep it free flowing, and then you just ask someone if you want to send Happy Mail to them. And when I see y'all taking a part of your craft room and sending bits and pieces to someone else, it's like sharing a piece of you with someone else, and it's just escalated into something really big. And so, so just go to Gift Basket Appeal Crafters group on Facebook, and I'll put the link in there, and then you just post. Once you get in, you just post it to the main wall. I'd like to, because if you post it and you don't put like a limit on it, you're going to get a ton of people wanting to share Happy Mail with you. And so I wrote something the other day, and I was going to actually post this, and I didn't. I don't know what I was saving it for. I wrote it on March 29th. It was kind of like an end of the year type thing. And what it says is, as my birthday month comes to an end, I just want you to know that I am a better person and a better crafter because of all of you. Let's make every day a day of celebration and keep creating beautiful things, not perfect things. Do what you love and continue to find joy and happiness every day. Each day is a blessing, and if we wallow in misery or our circumstances, we may miss the joy of the little things. Life is tough, but you are tougher. With God, all things are possible. Be kind and share your story. It is unique, it is inspiring, and it could also be the testimony that gives hope to someone who feels like they are at the end of their rope. It only takes one person to make a difference. So imagine if we all strive to be the very best that we can be and make the world a better place. Love, peace, and joy to each and every one of you. And so I wrote this on the 29th of March. And I thought to myself, it was just really free flowing. I just decided to just write it out but I didn't share it. I was going to share it. But you know what? Maybe it wasn't meant to be shared until now. Isn't that absolutely amazing that I should remember writing this? And this just happens to be the perfect time for me to share this. And so for any of you, I hope that y'all were encouraged by this. This was just a test. And the test was to see how many people were going to actually be influenced by this and encouraged. And so if this made the difference in someone else, or keeps you going to whatever that next thing is, if it's just getting through the next day or the next hour.
Or the next minute.
Or the next minute, yep. Then I'm glad I was able to do that. And so if me sharing my words written down on paper has helped you or encouraged you, then I'm just speechless right now. So we're going to go ahead and cut this live out. We've been on for 118 minutes, Bill.
We were only coming on for, so let's do this for like about 10 minutes. We should better figure it out. That's what we said. But
well, there you go.
Man, every time we try to go, someone says something like Krista Cobb just said, March 28th was my 1-year anniversary of a major surgery, and I'm so blessed to be alive today. Now, how can I just leave after something like that kind of gets up on the screen?
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to have to go. But that's incredible. That is so phenomenal.
Donna Satterley, we see you, okay? She said it can be hard at times to keep going. Thanks for doing this, Tracy and Bill. You're
But
so
thank you, Donna.
welcome.
We
You're
didn't
so
plan on it
welcome.
happening like this. It just evolved, and oftentimes you have to just go with the flow.
Yeah. So if for anyone that hasn't like watched or you're just tuning in, go back and watch the replay on this. I think you'll be encouraged.
And while you watch the replay, read the read the chat going on inside. It's so rich. It's so incredible. In all honesty, we're going to go back through this later with a fine tooth comb. We couldn't even read probably more than 90% of the chat because we're talking and doing things over here. But every so often I scroll through that and I'll see comments so deep. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and sign off, y'all. And be encouraged. And just know that you're not alone. We're family. We'll see you soon. Bye.